The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Striker, 3-3, down. Block 40. Field, black, Edo, blue. Set.
Young now from the 50. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Down the right sideline.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mitchell will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Middle.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
From 40 yards out.
And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Watch out now. 52. It's full pace. Black. 95. Check.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Young. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, 32 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Jason Sanders.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Ravens 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Room here to run. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. An option give now to Mitchell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
180! That's hot! 180!
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. On his loop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go now. 10 black. 6 black.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Blue. Red, yellow. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's one. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Watch out now. 50 seconds.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Young going to move him around.
Blaster.
36-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Down. 10 cycles. 45. Ready.
Throwing, Young. They set up the screen for Giddens. And he gets
gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Come on.
Jackson is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who kiss it on the ground.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
23-yard line.
Hey, middle. Ready. Nice shot.
Here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. Jackson.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready, play. Going to the rail. Come on, set. Ready.
To throw, Young. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now 2nd and 3.
Ready, fight, white, foot, cut.
Young will set to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Sander is set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now it's Jackson. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming out.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
8 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down at the
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Here's Mitchell.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Yo. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. You at X. What is it?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal.
Hey.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, fourth and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a fourth and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Well, he's caught Michael Pittman with it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Young now.
They're going right back to Pittman. Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Blue striker. Down. Set.
It'll be Young again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hut, hut.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Young.
He'll try to do it himself.
A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a 1st down.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Now Lamar changing the play.
At the 49-yard line.
And he's going to take this this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Now Young will try and do this himself. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he works free. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29.
On 9. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. His throw incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And Young's going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His
first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 28.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Okay, ready? Drill, 52. Here's cut.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Set, hut.
Young here to throw. And away from pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Red, yellow, ready. Red, 38. Hut.
Now here's Young. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Young throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Here's 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for two here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead